Welcome to Sokka's Test Kitchen. This is a new segment I'm doing where I will do random ingredient recipes. Um, they're going to be inventive. They're going to be never tried before by me. And some of them might be disgusting, so you're going to have fun. I will not be editing these videos. These are going to be pure, unadulterated videos. Consider them behind the scenes. And I'm just going to sit here and take different ingredients and try to do recipes with them to see how they turn out. I named it Sokka's Test Kitchen because, well, Sokka's, random. He'd eat just about anything that was delicious, right, guys? So, I'm going to jump into it and start off by telling you what I'm making. Today, one of my friends in my baking class gave me an apple. This is locally grown here in Traverse City. Or near here, I should say. I am doing chocolate chip cookie crust. I'm using a recipe for graham crackers. I'm just replacing the graham crackers with chocolate chip and removing the cinnamon. I am going to be using granulated sugar and melted butter, which is right here. Delicious melted butter. This is unsalted real butter. Not that stuff you usually get from Country Crock, which is hydrogenated vegetable oil, I believe. So right now the camera is sitting on the rim of my bowl, so hopefully it doesn't do anything bad, and I'm going to modify the view. Like I said, people, live. So there's that beautiful view. Hopefully I can do it right here. So first thing I'm going to do is crush my cookies. Once again, completely off top of my head. I'm going to try to fill in the areas for you guys, but, no promises. Today we started making bagels, which are yeast breads, which will be delicious. And on the way home, because I got these cookies, I decided, you know what? What can I use these for? What would be inventive? And I thought about my fiance, who unfortunately is having some minor, very, very minor medical issues. And I thought, what would make her feel better? She says cookies. So I'm taking the cookies I got and making something sweet for her, because what girl doesn't like sweet stuff when she's sick? Any women out there who can agree with me, please say so. So I'm about halfway through my cookies and I'm getting a decent crumble on them. Probably going to have to crumble these up a little bit more. I'm going to even go and see what I have to crush these up a little bit better. Oh, I do have something. Yeah, I will not necessarily be finishing my thoughts before I switch to something else. That's how my brain thinks. One moment I'm on one thing, the next moment I'm on something totally different. Unfortunately, that means I've forgotten more than I'd like to, just because, well, my brain shifts. Here we are. So I'm just going to use a potato masher and kind of try to crush those stubborn chocolate chips. You're actually seeing the very back end of it. The front end underneath the camera is not too easy to be seen right now. But that's because I can't get the camera to mount like I want. I have to make a dock for it. That'll work really well. I got a Dremel. I can do this. Alright, that chocolate should be a nice little treat then. So, by the way, this recipe if it works, will be listed down in Facebook or down in the comment section or in the description, one of the two. No matter what happens, I'm eating it. That does not mean that if it's horrible, I will subject you guys to it. I don't even subject my fiance to horrible foods I've cooked unless she actually likes them. Which is weird. She's weird, people. Really weird. Alright. So, sugar. Look at that white powder, people. Oh my god, I just realized how illegal that sounds. It actually kind of reminds me of like a trail mix or a cereal. Huh, I wonder if I can do this with a cereal. Like Raisin Bran or something. So drizzle it with butter. I have less than an ounce here. I had like, I think, 0.6 ounces or 6 ounces of butter. So yeah, there's not much butter here. At this point, because it's not quite incorporating the same way, I'm hoping that what will happen is when I cut up and put this apple in there, or on top of it, it'll kind of gum it up and allow it to really stick together. Plus, I've got to bake this a little bit, so hopefully that sugar will just caramelize. And if it does, great. If it doesn't, uh-oh. Yeah, this one's also going to be a fairly informal series. So, I'm going to be using a simple little skillet for this. Simple little skillet. Actually, that's a pretty good shot. Too bad I can't stay there. There. So, this is the skillet I actually browned or melted the butter in, so I'm not too worried about it. Hopefully, it'll be okay. So all I'm going to do is, I'm not cooking it on the stove. That'll be difficult, and in my opinion, stupid. So I'm going to check the temp on the oven and get that ready. Thank God for long cables. 350. For those of you outside the United States, I think I just said 192 Celsius. No, 190 Celsius. So this is to be baked American 350, and just about everybody else in the world 190. So I'll give you a time in a minute. So I just pour that into the skillet, and now I'm going to just spread and press. The pressing kind of forces it together. This might be more of a tart or tort or whatever it's bloody called than it will a pie crust. But as long as it's good, my fiance will not care. There's often times where I have been unhappy with the appearance of an item or with the overall way it turned out, and she's like, it's perfectly edible, I like it. I've made a couple of Wellingtons that she just loved, but I personally was dissatisfied with because they turned out too red. Or at least I think they did. I'm going to try to run that by my instructors, see if they think it's supposed to be that red when I actually get around to cooking it. Speaking of cooking at school, if this works, I'm taking it to my instructor, and I'm going to see if he'll let me cook it for a grade. They've actually said that they encourage you experimenting in the class. So hopefully I can experiment soon. When we get to ice cream, oh my god, am I going to have fun. For ice cream, I'm actually going to just do kind of a matcha chocolate swirl. I have yet to figure out what kind of chocolate, but currently I'm aiming towards fudge. So hopefully I can get a good one. Now let's see how strong this knife is. If I cut myself, that would have told me. Okay, that's a good knife. So at this point, I'm just going to peel the apple. Hey, Jess. Bring me my paring knife, please. I had forgotten my paring knife, and I just asked my fiance to do it. Hopefully she'll agree. I can't quite hear her. One of my ears is covered by my headset. Huh? Just my paring knife. I'll use my purple-handled chef. And there's my beautiful apple. So I'm going to be doing rings in this. So once she hands me my paring knife, I can continue. So this is a beautiful knife, and look at that length. Look at that. I've never done an apple so perfectly peeled before. No, paring knife, the little one. It has a case on the head, hon. Little one, that's a big one. By your knee. This is a normal occurrence, folks. Please do not panic. So what I'm going to do is just sink this paring knife in. And hope I don't cut myself. That's okay. I'm actually pretty good at paring knives and whatnot. Earliest memories. I might have done this on another video. But one of my earliest memories was seeing my grandfather go out and grab like a pear or an apple off of one of the trees in his yard. And he would just take his pocket knife, put it against that, put his thumb ahead of it, and just peel that pear or cut it into pieces, or more likely, he would peel the rhubarb he grew for me. Well, he didn't grow the rhubarb for me, but he would peel it for me because, you know, I was a little kid, and kids and knives are stupid. And, well, I was going to hurt myself. At this point, I'm wishing I had an apple corer. Or a dagger. A double-edged dagger would be perfect for this right about now. It's funny, I'm hearing my friends message me in my earpiece for like a brief second. I'm using a PlayStation headset right now, tucked into my bandana, and I just hear this faint little bleep of a little app called Discord telling me, hey, your friends are messaging you, and then the rest of it goes through my computer. Looks like I'm not doing that. That's okay. I was going to cut it in half anyways. So there's my cord section. There's one. Little fun fact. Don't do this at home, people, because I will not be responsible for your idiocy breaking the law. But apple seeds contain a little bit of it's either cyanide or arsenic. Don't really remember. Some of my medical friends would probably know. But there's so little in it that they're technically considered safe. So at this point, I'm just thinly slicing the apples. I'm going to caramelize them. Just straight apple, right into the pan. Maybe a little bit of cinnamon sprinkled into it. And just slice these thin and cook them until they're browning and delicious and gooey. And then that'll layer on top of the cookie crust I made. Speaking of cookie crust, I remembering one of my favorite cereals growing up, Cookie Crisp. There's only one kind here in Michigan, and it makes me mad because I want the chocolatey one, and it's just the chocolate chip. If you heard that, sorry. My fiance did it. She called me a liar. So I think that's enough from that half. And I'm going to take this half and start working on it. I'm going to do the method a little bit different. Basically, I'm going on the concept of this ain't your grandma's apple pie. If this goes well, I'd be happy to share it. And if this segment is a hit, I will definitely be doing more videos in the future. I know that this video is going to be a little long, but if people like it, great. So that is done. At this point, I'm going to check my... That's nice. So I'm going to put in the cookie crust. Pull out our big skillet. And switch the camera around. Oh, that's my beautiful body. No, I'm really a fat guy, people. When I say I'm beautiful, don't believe me. I'm fat. There's my beautiful skillet. It's actually pretty clean. So, there we go. Let's see what my friends are saying. Alright. So one thing I'm not wanting to do is put stuff in this while it's still got water, and I don't know what that'll do to it, so I'm trying to be extra safe. My friends are all fun people. A little bit of a plug if you like our role playing. We have a site. I will include the link down below. It's not official or linked with anything per se, but it's based on some of our favorite stuff. So that's enough of the shameless plugging. As soon as these little droplets of water you see bubbling disappear, I will start. How long do I need to put that in for? About 10-12 minutes. I think I should be pretty good by that. So it's 8:59 right now, so I just gotta wait till about 9:11. Oh, I made myself sad. Alright. That's hot, so... Just gonna lay these in there. Single layer. And for those of you who are like really picky about your layouts, don't complain. I know it's not using the most of the space to its advantage. I don't care. This is Sokka's test kitchen, not Mako's diner. Sokka don't care. Mako does. Let's see if I can get you a better view of that skillet. And you're moving. That should do for now. So I've got a bowl here to put it on. I'll put it in. Now we play the waiting game. Yeah, I'm weird. Enjoy the weirdness, people. Enjoy it. So that little one's turning brown, so I feel like I'm doing something a little wrong, but like I said, this is Sokka's test kitchen. We will find out. Alright, right now, either way, I'm apparently adding color to the apple slices. I think I know what I need to do next. To the sugar. Alright, where did I put that sugar? I didn't think I was going to be needing it again. Ah, there it is. So I'm not going to go real heavy on the sugar. I'm just going to take my tablespoon and put a little bit in there. Ah, crap. Sugar kind of burns if you do it wrong. So be careful. Now at this point, sugar caramelizes. That's where you get caramel from. It's literally nothing more than sugar. That's nice and soft, can't you see? It's starting to look like cinnamon, isn't it? Or cinnamon apples, huh? Applesauce, almost. So I'm going to call that good. It'll bake a little, it'll be baked later, so this will probably get cooked a little bit more. So that's good. Unfortunately, my skillet is burning or smoking a lot. So I'm just going to move right on to the cooking. And pray to God my fire alarm don't go off. Still want a fire alarm that shuts up when you just yell, I'm cooking. Like I said, Sokka's test kitchen. No cares. Woo! A little bit of sugar. Let that caramelize. See how it just kind of is melting? That's not me doing a visual effect. That is literally caramelization. When I pull this off, I'm going to pull the skillet off the heat and hope to God there's a water in there. Because I'm a fat guy, and fat guys get really hot really quick in a hot kitchen. And I've got a stove going on near my groin. I've got a skillet going on near my stomach. And all that heat is rising up to my face. So, yeah, I'm being hit in 3 different quadrants. Quadrants, is that right? Yes, yes, that is right. Those are done. So I'm probably not going to lay this down all nice and neat on that cookie crust. Probably just going to kind of throw it in there and hope it looks wavy. If I had dough and whatnot, I would actually be doing this as a proper crust. But, like I said, Sokka's test kitchen. made to specifically cook random ingredients into random stuff. Since this is taking a while, I'm going to bring a little reminder up into this. If you like my videos, please, please, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm not really doing this for money right now. I'm just doing this because I need to learn and practice and get used to doing different things I'm not necessarily comfortable with. You guys are benefiting from me doing my studies. At least I hope you are. At least I hope you get entertainment out of it. So, hopefully this is something good. I'm not going to cook that much longer. I'm going to pull this skillet right off the heat because I don't want to ruin the skillet anymore. It's not really a full water in here. There's a water. Oh, it's a bit better. Let's check on my question. What time is it? Oh, so that's gonna sit there. I'm not sure if I said this on my previous video. Here, let me redirect you. I'm not sure if I said this on my previous video, but my friend from the website I actually was telling you all about earlier sent me the very camera I'm recording on right now. It seems to be a decent model so far. I mean, I can focus, and I think I might need to do that before I started recording, but whatever. You guys can see me well enough. And it's never been used, or at least if it hasn't been used very much. So I am recording this with the capability of moving around on a wired camera. So I'd like to say thank you, Massey. Thank you for gifting me this camera. When I come down to where you are, I will cook for you. At the end of the video, there will be a link to her YouTube page. Please head over and see what she has to offer. She's a fun person to just talk to. I haven't really gotten to role play with her yet, but hopefully that'll change soon enough. So, if you're watching this, Mass, thank you. This video is dedicated towards you. If you haven't seen my previous video, watch it. If you're working with knives, this is something that's important. I talk about the angle that you're supposed to grind it at, and some tips on using sharpening stones. By the way, you see Chef Ramsay using that rod and other people using that rod like it's sharpening it. It's not. It's straightening the edge, making it seem sharp, even though you haven't sharpened it lately. Sharpen it on a stone. So, in a couple minutes, I will pull this, and I'm realizing that there's going to be a lot of dead space in this. So, let's see what I can do about that. Sarah! Probably need to get the butter out. Let's try the butter. She's not wanting to come out. That's okay. She can be a brat. All right, a minute. My fiance is getting ready to go to work. I know I said she was sick, but it's not a debilitating sickness, so please don't worry. I'm not being mean. So I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just stating facts. So she's about ready to head to work, and I'm cooking her a treat while she's doing so. So hopefully this will be done by the time she gets home from work, and if it is, hopefully she likes it. So the only thing we can do is cook and wait. So I'm going to start pulling this out. I've already burned my hands enough on my skillets from putting them in the oven. A little tip on that, actually. Ooh, that puffed up a bit. When you are working with skillets in the oven, get one that has a metal handle, not plastic. Don't put plastic into your ovens. It'll melt, smell terrible. I hope you already know this, but better safe than sorry. If you have skillets with plastic handles, don't use them in the oven. Just use them on your stovetop. If you want to use skillets in your oven like I do in my cooking shows, then you're going to have to get metal handles. So, back to the vid. And there's my beautiful cookie crust. Actually, looks like it turned out better than I thought. So, I am going to just kind of try to evenly drape this, kind of hard. I don't think I have enough apple for this. I know, I just said I'm going to evenly drape this, and I just pour it right on, don't I? As caramelized, I can feel some of it. Caramelized nicely. So what I'm going to do instead is just dump it, done, and spread it out. Try to get as little of that crust showing as I can. I'm trying to leave less than about a 1/4 inch. So hopefully that's enough of a cover up. The crumbs. So there's not as much apple here as I would like, so I'm going to go ahead and not call this a pie and call it a crumb-crusted tort. I think that would be the proper term to use here. So let's see if I can get you a good overhead. So what I'm going to do from here is decorate a touch. Got some cinnamon sugar in here. I'm going to grind that over top. Oh, that cinnamon smells amazing. I'm not going to do that. That would be a touch too much. Oh, I have yeast. No, not the medical kind. I actually have baker's yeast in here. Active dry. This means I can start making sourdoughs and yeast-based breads, and I just did it again. Feel free to call me an idiot in the comments for just grabbing a handle of a hot skillet. Not you. So I'm going to bump that up to about 375. Pop that back in the oven to bake. And from there, that's it. I realize I have a lot of dead time right now, so I got nothing to fill it with. So, to prevent this from happening next time, please, if I'm in a situation like this, tell me of some stuff you'd like to see me fill with. I'm perfectly capable of taking requests if they're within my means. I'm not going to sit there and go buy a $2,000 mystery box or something like that, or a new iPhone and destroy it for you all, but like, if you want to see me do a gaming video, I can do that, or at least I can try. It's going to look like crap because I'm going to be using this camera here to record it. If you want me to talk about a book and what I think about it, I'll do that. If you want me to review a movie I've seen lately, I'll do it. If there's a movie you've seen that you think I should see, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see about watching it before the next video, and I'll give you my comments on it during a dead zone. So, Mako's Diner is actually going to be a fairly regular one. I'm trying to do that once a week because my classes are weekly, and I'm learning stuff all the time. So why not use it in my cooking and show you people? Sokka's Diner, or Sokka's Test Kitchen, however, is a lot more random. It's not going to be an everyday thing. It's not going to be a weekly thing. It might not even be a monthly thing. Because this is... This isn't something I'm going to be doing often because of the simple fact of I'm not always going to have these crazy ideas. I have plenty of crazy ideas, but not all of them can I do here. So, hopefully I can add some more stuff. Hopefully I can think of some jokes at least to fill the dead air. If I can think of some jokes, great. If not, suffer the darkness. So I'm going to see. I probably shouldn't be doing it like this, but... Let's do that a little bit longer. Actually, let's put some fresh sugar on that. Make a nice caramelized crust. My hand's getting stuck. I might need some help. I need help getting a jar off my hand? Yes. Beg the cat to help. What do you think? No, here. Just. Thank you. My beautiful fiance, people. Wave. Isn't she obedient? Little tip. No, she's not. She is like the most disobedient girlfriend I've ever had, and I've only had 3. But that's okay. That's what makes her fun. I wouldn't love her if she was obedient. That's a little tip. A disobedient girlfriend makes life interesting. Hey, hon, could you go get me a Coke? Go shove it up your ass. Yeah, lots of fun. Well, you have to get it for me first. So, she's really a really good girlfriend. I really do love her. I wouldn't be able to cook like this if it wasn't for her. So, now we just play the waiting game again. They can't hear you. I have a headset on. Oh, okay. Don't ask. She's getting me water. Wait. I need water tonight. You don't have a bottle I could have? Get the freezer. Or don't. Shut it, please. And that's it. Got water. Okay. There's still some white on top. So either they're having a very white Christmas or they're having a white Christmas. Not that kind of white. So hopefully this turns out good. If it the part I'm worried about the most is actually the cookie crust. I'm almost afraid that when I cut it up, it'll just, well, crumble. So at the worst, I'm going to have chocolate chip cookie covered apple slices. At best, I'm going to have the actual pie I was aiming for. So I'll give you all little insights on what I think at the end of it. I'm going to actually be trying it on camera. You're going to see the entire thing. So when I make a face of disgust or if I'm happy as can be, you're going to see it. So this video is actually quite long for a little mess around video. So it's over a half hour long, people. So hopefully you enjoy a half hour of me babbling and cooking up a random cookie. So hopefully you enjoyed it. This isn't like how I would do most of my videos. I'm actually trying to shorten them, and this is going against all my attempts. But since I'm doing a completely random video, I didn't want to leave anything out. I wanted you to see all my failures. Luckily, it's all went well so far. Or unluckily if you were expecting me to catch on fire. I'm not that stupid. Alright, let's see. Okay, it's gone. Now for the longer part. That's what it looks like. Looks like crap, doesn't it? Now we just let it cool. Who wants to watch paint dry? Love you too. She's gone. She is so gone. Gone forever. I'm all alone. There's no one here beside me. Love you too. I know you all didn't come here to watch me sing. You came here to watch me mess up a video. It's alright. I see how it is. No one wants to hear me sing badly. No one wants to hear me sing well either. Hey, my cat's out. I'll show you her. Say hi, Sarah. Isn't she cute? You might not be able to hear her well, but she's actually meowing. Isn't she a sweetheart? Little scaredy cat sometimes. You can just touch her and she'll jump, but that might just be a cat thing. But she is a sweetheart. This morning, before I went off to school, she actually jumped up on the armrest of my chair, got really close and meowed at me like I was going to pet her and whatnot. I'm like, honey, I'm waking up. But yeah, she's a little sweetheart. Aren't you, Sarah? And she talks back. Oh, look at that sharpness. I'm messing with the focus. Now, throughout my entire video, my friends haven't shut up. So let's see what they're up to right quick. Alright, I've just told them anyone want to give a quote for my vid, so let's see if anyone does. Personal information. Personal information. My friend said, check out my friend Christy's channel at youtube.com/hello I am Christy. And I'm just going to tell her I already did that. Already plugged the site. I think my cat's mad that my fiance left and, well, I'm doing this. I'm going to get a shout out on this on a blog site. Oh, that's something. One of my friends from the RP is actually setting up a foodie blog. So, hopefully he has some good stuff on there. I'm going to try talking him into interviews with local chefs in his area. He's Canadian, so I'm not sure how different that's going to be. I'm not sure how good he is at writing, but maybe I can do a collaboration with him at one point, interview someone from here in Michigan, and then he interviews someone in Canada, and we compare notes. So, you know what? I'm going to consider this done. That is sweet, sweet apple. So, apparently my quote was to plug my friend's YouTube and to plug the site. I know I should not be cutting it in my skillet like this, but I'm an idiot. Oh yeah, that did not turn out quite right. Okay, I got a cut. I got a corner. It's working. Okay, it's kind of working. Okay, what I was hoping it would happen did happen. It just didn't happen the way I thought it would happen. That is, I hoped that the apple's juices and caramelization would seep down in that crust and help bind it. Well, it did do that, but as you probably saw when I was doing this, it's a royal mess. But, for the most part, it's good. So, you're going to see me eat it now. Let's focus that. I'm blurry. That should be good. Alright, let's see how this turned out. So I got a bit of apple. We get a bit of the crust. Overall, it's interesting. So, the chocolate's soft. The apples have a pleasant little crunch. The cinnamon and sugar flavors are definitely there, as is the caramelization on the apples themselves. Overall, I'm going to give this a mid-B. Yeah, I'm grading it. Because, well, the crust didn't turn out as it should have. And, I probably did a couple things wrong. But overall, I think I did pretty good on making something that tasted good. So what I'm going to do is take this to my teacher and see if he can help me improve on it. Stop licking that! My cat has a thing for flour, apparently. And when my fiance got my paring knife out, she left my knife kit open, and there's some flour in there. So I just sat here for the last 5 minutes listening to my cat lick my knife kit. Now I have to go clean some stuff. That's it for my video. If you've enjoyed this, like, comment, subscribe down below. I will have my friend Christy's thing here. Massey will be here. Link to my favorite RP site will be over here. And somewhere down below will be the like, comment, and subscribe thing. I still have no bloody idea where it is. So hopefully you enjoyed this. Since it turned out okay, I'm going to give you the recipe for what I've got. Though I'm going to be putting it in the comment section when I get a better version. If my teacher actually helps me make it better, I will put it down below. So again, Christy, RP, like, comment, and subscribe. See ya.